Good morning, yogis. This is a 10-minute morning yoga practice with emphasis on stretching out your neck as well as your upper back and shoulders. This is also day 10 of our 30-day morning yoga challenge where we do 10 minutes of yoga every single day. This is my morning yoga movement. If you're new, if you're not already enrolled in this 30-day challenge, you can do so by clicking the link that's down below in the description box. It's totally free. You can also watch the day 0 video to get all the insights scoop on what this challenge is about. Those of you who've already been participating, we're just going to get right into our class. We don't need any props for this morning's practice, and we're going to start kneeling. So if kneeling doesn't work for your ankles and your knees, you can also just do this cross-legged, but I find it easier to do it by sitting back on my heels. So once you find some length here, we're just going to roll the shoulders back, and you can let one hand rest over the other, close your eyes. So taking a few breaths to set our intention for the day ahead, as well as for this practice. And we do this by working with a different affirmation every single day. And our affirmation today is all is well and I am safe. All is well and I am safe. This is an affirmation taken from Louise Hay, who's one of my first ever teachers and really the woman that introduced me to working with affirmations. And she's used this one a lot, and it's become one of my favorites. So throughout practice and throughout the day, maybe repeat it to yourself internally. All is well and I am safe. And let's interlace the hands and turn your palms to face out. You're going to reach them all the way up towards the sky, and almost like a little cat and cow, open up through your chest, find a little back bend. And then as you exhale, turn so that your knuckles are facing forward, round and contract. And we'll just do that a few times. So inhale, flip the palms, little back bend. And exhale, round and push your knuckles forward. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to neutral. And we'll come into thread the needle, just my all-time favorite yoga pose for any kind of upper back tension and pain. So hands under shoulders, knees under your hips. Reach your right arm up to the sky, open wide. Exhale, thread it through. Shoulder and ear rest down on the floor. And you can either keep your left hand as it is, just pushing into the ground, or you might extend your left arm up overhead. Some people even like to bring their hand to the low back, reaching for the inner right thigh crease. Try to get your inhales to be just as long as your exhales. Feeling the rib cage expand front to back and side to side. Let's bring the left hand back to the floor so you can push into the mat. Lift back up and reach your right arm up to the sky. See if there's a bit more space. Right hand down. We'll switch sides. Left arm up. Exhale, thread it through. And again, just gently placing your ear, no tension in your neck. Maybe you stay up onto the right fingertips. You can extend your arm up overhead, or you can bring your hand to your low back, reaching for the inner left thigh crease this time. Think of rolling your right shoulder down and away from your ear, keeping your hips directly aligned over your knees so you're not swaying on one side more than the other. Right hand comes back to the floor, push into the palm, re-extend and lift up through your left arm, and come down. And before we go into our flows, we'll take a little rabbit pose. So you can just hold on to the back of your feet, onto your heels, and just bring the top of your head on the floor. And you're just kind of creating a little bit of traction, stretching out through your shoulders and your upper back. And let's release. sitting on your heels. So going into a downward dog, we're gonna do a narrower version of down dog. So not the way you're used to doing it. From a tabletop pose, instead of walking your hands forward like what we would normally do, just take your down dog right from this stance. It's gonna feel a little bit awkward, but it's going to help us get into what it is that we're trying to do here. So we're gonna add a twist to this downward dog. Go ahead and bend your knees generously, and then you're gonna bring your left hand holding onto your right shin or right ankle. Start to bend your left elbow and see if you can look underneath your right shoulder and right armpit. So a big twist here. Once you're in the twist, then maybe the legs can straighten, but they don't need to. Take one big breath here. And bend the knees, release the left hand down. We'll switch sides. Right hand catches a hold of the left shin. Start to look underneath your left shoulder and armpit, and maybe you straighten the legs. Again, don't worry about that part too much. Focus on the upper body more than anything else. Coming back through the center, walk your hands forward so you're in a regular stance, downward facing dog. Relax your head, relax your neck. Reach your right leg up to the sky, bend your knee, open up your hip. And let's step the right foot forward in between the palms to the top of the mat. Back knee comes down to the floor. Inhale, arms rise into your low lunge. And we're gonna cactus with the arms as you bend your elbows and squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Take an inhale to open. And as you exhale, round and contract, drop your chin to your chest. Two more like this. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Hands come down to the floor, tuck the back toes under, lift your back knee off the mat into your runner's lunge, all the way up, high lunge. And this time, let's interlace our fingers, bring them behind the nape of your neck, scoop your elbows forward. Think of lifting up and all the way over. Big breath in here. And release the arms, hands come down to the floor. Either step right away to down dog where we will meet you, or you can take a vinyasa. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down, cobra. Roll your shoulders back, keep your elbows bent. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. From this down dog, reach your left leg up to the sky, bend your knee, open up your hip. Low lunge, step that foot through. Lower the back knee down to the mat. Arms rise. Cactus with your arms, so elbows are just as high as your shoulders. Inhale, open up and squeeze. Exhale, round and contract. Drop your head, let it be heavy. Stretch in your neck here. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Breathe and open up, squeeze. Exhale to release. And runner's lunge, fingers come down, tuck the toes under, lift the back knee off the mat and push up. As you inhale to lift, just like before, interlace your fingers, bring them to the nape of the neck, scoop the elbows forward and lift up. Releasing the hands, either going to down dog right away or taking a vinyasa, your choice. Inhale, plank. Exhale to lower. Back bend, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take one more breath in this down dog. Just stretch everything out. And let's bring our knees down to the floor and just come to take a seat. We'll take some little neck stretches, neck circles here. So you can roll your shoulders down and away from your ears, and it's very simple. We're just gonna do little half moon circles. So you can even close your eyes, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, and then lower down towards your chest, and then over towards left shoulder. And just go back and forth. You can do this as slow as you would like, maybe lingering if there's a certain spot that feels a little bit tighter than the other. Take about one more here. Keeping your chest lifted up, just working on your neck only. When you're finished up, you can come all the way back to center. We'll just take little eagle arms. So bend your elbows out in front of you, right arm under the left, binding once or twice. Press your shoulders down, keep your elbows up, and just drop your forehead towards your biceps. Lift your head back up, open up your arms wide, and reverse to the other side. Left arm under right, binding it in, and drop the head down. Release and expand. And hands come down to the floor. Maybe shrug your shoulders a little bit. Make any little movements that feel good. And palms coming together at the front of the heart. Lengthen out. Setting your intention by repeating your affirmation internally a few times. All is well and I am safe. And let's anchor it with one closing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale. And we bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis, for doing day 10 of the morning yoga movement. I hope you'll join me tomorrow. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know how this went for you and use the hashtag #GoodMorning so I know that you are part of this challenge. Thank you again, and I'll see you tomorrow. You are not done yet. I would love for you to click on this video right here to do a 5-minute guided affirmation meditation. Also, click the link down below right here in order to be notified of every new video that I release, part of this morning yoga movement. Thank you again, and I'll see you tomorrow.